Good day, ladies and gentlemen. So today we're going to bring to your kitchen a nice fish curry and fried fish combination. So we're going to start in a mud pot with about 3 tablespoons of we're using gingerly oil. So you can use coconut oil or you can also use just sunflower oil. But gingerly oil I think works really well with this type of a fish curry. So we're gonna start off with about a teaspoon of mustard seeds. Wait for that to splatter before you add your next ingredients. So we're gonna add in 1 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds and about a teaspoon of cumin seeds as well. So let that fry, and the next ingredient is to add about 10 cloves of garlic. And so for this recipe we are going to be using shallots or small onions. So that's about 20 small onions along with 1 large green chili that we've cut in half. Now let's just wait for the small onions to sort of become like glass, so to speak, not waiting for them to caramelize or brown in any way, shape or form. So just keep them on the stove for about a minute and a half or so, and they should be just perfect before we add in our next ingredients. Alright, so we're going to add in the powdered spices. We're going to add about half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. We're going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder, and the last ingredient is 1.5 teaspoons of coriander powder, and let this fry. Now notice that we have used a little extra oil than you would normally use for the dishes that we make, and that's absolutely required. So just make sure your stove's on low before you add in the tomatoes. So we are adding in 3 small tomatoes, nice and finely chopped. So this is a personal choice. You can either put them as is, small and nice, or you can just grind them and add them in if you want your gravy to be a little extra. And just add about half a cup of water to this and start cooking it on a medium flame. Yep, so we've added about half a cup of water, and we've increased the flame of stove. We're adding in the salt now. That's 1 heaped teaspoon of salt, and you can add in a few curry leaves now, and you can also add in a few curry leaves when you're finishing up the dish as well. So this has to sort of cook for at least about 10 minutes or so that the tomatoes get nice and cooked and mushy, and then we'll add in the fish. But before this gets covered, we have to add in one of the main ingredients that gives that nice tangy flavor. It's tamarind. So take a tamarind size of a lime ball and soak it in hot water and add the tamarind juice into this, and we should be all set to close this and ensure that it cooks. Right, so you add the tamarind juice and let this cook really well on a nice medium flame. Just get this covered and let it stay there for at least 10 minutes. It should cook till the tomatoes are nice and mushy. Alright, so we're moving on to the next section, which is going to be the fried fish. And so we're going to get the marination ready for it. So we're going to start off with, that's half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, and we're going to come behind that with another half teaspoon of chili powder. So as you can see, we've just got 4 pieces of fish. So for those 4 small pieces of fish. They're although they're kingfish, they don't look like a king in any way, shape, or form. So we're gonna add another half a teaspoon of garam masala, and to this we're gonna add about half a teaspoon of salt, and just two more ingredients. Hopefully, we're gonna add about quarter teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, and so for some acidity we're gonna add in some apple cider vinegar. So this is a personal choice. You can add apple cider vinegar, you can add your regular cooking vinegar, or you can also add freshly squeezed lime. So choice is yours. Now what you got to do for this is next just add a dash of oil to it. So we're using mustard oil in this case, just a little bit, and now work the marinade nicely to a nice fine paste, and then get them massaged on the fish. Alright, so it should look like that, and just leave it to chill for about 5 or 10 minutes, and we can immediately just get that into the pan and start frying it. Now we'll come over to the fish curry. The tomatoes have been cooking nice and mushy now, and now is the time to start adding in the fish. So what we did is we had again, kingfish, not looking so much like a king, but then we are now adding in about 4 bits of this fish, and this fish actually cooks really fast, so don't overcook it. So don't also make sure that you don't cook it along with the tomatoes, so it will start breaking up and you'll have a very mashed up fish. This actually cooks in about 8 to 10 minutes, so put it on a medium flame again. Add about half a cup of water in this, and just have it cooked for about 8 to 10 minutes, and you should have your perfectly cooked fish curry, Tamil Nadu style, and you can enjoy it with white rice and your fish fry. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. We're trying to get out as much videos to you all as possible, and if there are any specific recipes that you'd want us to try out and show you, we're definitely waiting to hear in the comments section. And if you like this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. So we're gonna have this sit down for at least about 8 minutes, like I said, on a nice medium to high flame, so all of this cooks really well, and the fish is really nice and done and ready. And now we're going to start getting this marinated fish fried, and we'll show you that as well. Alright, so we've got a pan nice and heated. We're gonna add about 2 or 3 tablespoons of mustard oil, and we'll start adding in the pieces of fried fish, or fish that's going to be fried. Alright, gently get it in. Make sure your pan is not very hot, because you want it to cook, so make sure it's like on a medium flame, and add in the pieces of fish and let them cook for at least 5 minutes on each side, so that they cook out perfectly and they're nice and fried on each side. So stick around, we'll flip this and show you how it looks. Alright, so we've flipped the fish, and we're waiting for it to fry the other side, and that should take another 5 minutes or so. Alright, so the fish curry is just perfect. You can can add some curry leaves and some coriander leaves, fresh coriander leaves, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your perfectly cooked fish curry is done and ready. Like I said, this goes really well with white rice, and the best thing about cooking it in um, your pot or pane or whatever you want to call it in whatever language, is that if you see the stove is actually off, and it's still bubbling really well, because the heat gets trapped inside this container, and it's gonna cook, and when it's ready to be eaten is probably 10 minutes from now, and not right away, so that all of the excess moisture and liquid gets absorbed, and you have very tasty strong fish curry. And yeah, so we will also now move on to the fish fry. We're getting that plated, and we'll end with that. And the fish is cooked perfectly. We just added a few curry leaves to it, and just a couple of garlic uh, pods to it. And yeah, please do let us know once you've tried this at your place. We're anxious to know how the fish curry and fried fish came out. Until next time, cheers, God bless, and take care, everyone.